Hello, I'm Paul Peterson for Aging in LA. The Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks operates a number of senior citizen centers in the city, which are open daily from morning through evening. On today's program, we'll learn about the programs offered at the centers and visit one center that offers a class in commercial acting for older adults. Stay tuned for Aging in LA. In addition to the senior centers operated by the Los Angeles Department of Aging, the Department of Recreation and Parks has 30 senior citizen centers throughout the city, as well as special activity centers offering special events to accommodate seniors, including shuffleboard, croquet, arts and crafts, language lessons, oil painting, cards, physical activity, entertainment, and social dancing. To tell us all about the facilities and programs at the centers, we have invited John Kirk Mukri, General Manager of the Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks, and also from the department, Sofia Pena-Cortez, Superintendent of the Pacific Region and in charge of the department's senior program. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for coming. Did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Well, what a shock. I'm astonished. Let me start with beauty before age, if you don't mind, John. Sofia, what type of programs do you offer to our seniors here in Los Angeles at the various facilities?
Well, because all of our facilities are very unique, and depending on the amenities that they have there, we offer a variety of classes. So it's a nice thing because if you have a special interest in a specific area, then you can go to that specific facility. But really the community centers are the hub for the seniors to gather, to build friendships, to build self-esteem. And so many of the classes that we do offer are classes where the participants themselves have an interest in, and they tell our staff what it is that they're interested in. So we really try to accommodate community, the seniors, and offer what they like. Right. So some of our centers, we have language classes, we have classes, dance classes, art classes, language classes, computer classes, and whatever it might be to help the seniors to enjoy their lives.
Well, and it's good to get the feedback from them, too. Actually, to take direction from them, because who would know better what they want than a senior?
Absolutely. And because we have a lot younger seniors and stuff, there's different interests. So we have older seniors and younger seniors, and they might have different interests. So we really try to accommodate the community itself.
Great. John, tell me how did it come to pass that the mission of Recreation and Parks Department suddenly expanded so dramatically? I mean, parks just used to be kind of, a nice little bucolic place. Right. And now it's actually involved with the community.
Well, our park system has over 400 parks. So we're, throughout the city, we're there. We place a value on community and people. And so our park system has to reflect those core values. And so that's why we reach out to every tier in the community. Doesn't matter where you are in life, you're welcome. Come in, participate.
Well, it's certainly true that in a community that has a sense of itself, it is a gathering spot. It becomes the center of the neighborhood, if you will.
There's no question about that, and each park is unique. Each park has to reflect the core values of that community, and that's what we're trying to do. Through our parks, build communities, welcome everybody, actually play a key role in the development of everybody.
Well, on the educational issues alone, being able to help with language skills and literacy skills and exercise for our seniors, that's a dramatic shift.
Well, it works both ways. Our seniors play a key role in educating some of our younger, more recent immigrants. I'll give you an example. Today is a typical day in our park system. We have over 71,000 children in our parks today, and are registered in our programs. A lot of these programs are married to senior centers. The seniors, we count on them to come in and help educate the most recent immigrants.
Well, they're a wonderful resource, as you well know. Now, as we've been hearing our discussion, there are many activities, classes, and other social events ongoing at the Department of Recreation and Parks Senior Citizen Centers. We're going to take a look at some of them.
Exposition Park has a children's center, a preschool, right next door to our senior center. So what we try to do is marry up both the seniors with the children, as well as providing a wide range of resources to a community that probably has been underserved for a long time.
Right.
For instance, computer skills, virtually unknown at our generation. We're taking seniors and teaching them the basics so they can go mainstream.
That's good. But of course, the exercise programs for fitness as you get older, sometimes that goes by the wayside. People get too sedentary.
Both fitness and social skills are the things we try to encourage.
Yeah, well, the kibitzing over a game of cards or dominoes is really important. Oh, here's the computer center you were mentioning.
Correct, and you can see that we're going right back to basics. And this will get people right into mainstream so they can start doing a variety of activities they never even considered 50 years ago.
Right. Well, that's a good idea. And of course, the exercise programs. Now, as a part of this, of wellness overall, there are also meals served in some of your facilities, right, Sophia?
We actually have about 150,000 meals that are served annually, and what we do is have congregate meals at our facilities. One of the nice, unique things about is that we have a suggested donation, but if the senior is not able to pay, then they can come and just join the rest of the community. So that's one of the benefits of being able to participate.
And no trans fats.
That's correct.
Exactly. Well, it's amazing though how many people, especially from different cultures, do in fact need to have nutritional information to support a better lifestyle. Oh, art classes as well?
Our seniors are a diverse group. We have hundreds over the age of 90 and over the age of 100.
Wow.
So if you bring in all their life's experiences, put them in a group, they have a talent unbelievable.
Well, and I love the music. Nothing evokes memories better than a familiar tune, even if it's from 80 years ago. Oh, this is great. Look at this lovely facilities. Well, the Shuffleboard Club, of course. That's me.
That's all of it.
Well, those are wonderful images, and what I loved was that sense of openness and accessibility. Do you find a kind of reluctance for people to actually come into the park and look for services, or do they understand that this is available to them?
No, I think that because our centers are community centers and we cater to all cultures and diversities and everything, that when families come together and possibly a young family comes to participate in another type of program, they see they have these type of programs and they encourage their parents to come, and or they're referred to us, or a friend just, by word of mouth will encourage their friend to come and participate in the program as well.
Well, to me, that sense of community and having a place becomes very important if there are health issues or concerns about maybe a city service someone didn't know about. This is a great place to help educate the community that what is available.
That's correct, and that's what we're trying to encourage. We want to get out in the communities. They need to know it's there. We're there to serve them, and we want to provide them all the range of services and resources, information to make their lives as full now as it ever was.
Well, and that's a wonderful, not only mission, but it's the day-to-day reality of what you're talking about. 150,000 meals, that's a lot.
Oh, absolutely. But we do a lot of different types of services as well for the seniors. So when they are there, we try to be a resource to them, not only because when they come to the center, I think that it's a fun place to be. They enjoy being there. If you notice, there was a loteria, which is the equivalent of a bingo, so depending on the culture and everything that they have there. But we do serve quite a bit of seniors in the community, and they do come out and participate. So it's a lot of fun, somewhere that they can, again, get up in the morning and look forward to. A lot of the seniors are there daily, Monday through Friday, and this is something that they look forward to participating in.
If we have so many seniors who have become isolated, either their families are inattentive or just circumstances, they may have outlived all of their friends. It's important for them to get out because it's it's just too easy to sit in a dark room and watch that silly television.
And that would be the message we want you to get out. We have the services, we have the facilities. Don't lock yourself in. We want you to participate with us.
Now, speaking of caring facilities, this is a great place for grandparents to bring the grandchildren. I mean, not only for the play aspect of it, to maybe get some education about what services are available to the children as well through the Park and Recreation Department.
That's correct. And a lot of times, many of the facilities have a preschool or community center adjacent to it, so they can actually come and participate together. The grandparents will come, they'll drop off their kids in the preschool program, they'll go over to the senior center, they'll get involved in their activities, and at noon they all get in their cars and go home together. So it really is something intergenerational where they can participate.
Well, I'm a big supporter of those programs. You know, I have said before on this show, I didn't know that there was a Department of Aging in the city of Los Angeles until my family was confronted with 5 senior ladies. And thank goodness, you know, this resource suddenly materialized full blown. And I think people need to know that about the recreation and parks, that this is a mature program ready to help.
That's correct. This program's been going on for generations by itself. So we don't market ourselves as if we were a big business. We assume people know about it, know our capabilities. We can't make that assumption anymore.
No, absolutely not. And a young performer said this to me. This was just a couple of months ago. If you're not spending 50% of your time marketing, then you're falling behind. Because this is a rapidly changing environment, and there's a lot of demands on people's time.
Correct.
So do you have a marketing department or a way to get out into the community, advertising campaigns, numbers where people can call?
We have websites ourselves, and that's why computer programming is so important now for our older generation. We do put out flyers, and we do, but not enough. I will be the first to admit we don't do enough. We suspect most of it is done by word of mouth, and if you know about it, we're there.
I see.
But we do have a 188 number that I'd like to share with everybody that might be listening and might like to have their senior participate in our program. And that's 1-888-LA-PARKS.
1-888-LA-PARKS.
Correct. You call that number, and it's toll-free. And so if you would like to participate or get more information about our programs, you live in a specific area, we will contact you with the local Senior Citizen Center for the Department of Recreation and Parks.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, I was just thinking back when I was young, sometimes the park is almost punishment. You know, go over there, and there was maybe, you know, crafts or something. But these are really remarkable services that are available to everyone and mostly free, right? Or completely free.
We try to keep any fees down to the bare minimum. We have over 10,000 employees in the Department of Recreation and Parks at our 400 centers throughout. We are one of the few municipal governments that have staff at our parks.
That's really fantastic. Well, let me ask this question as carefully as I can. We have so many different cultural communities here and ethnicities. Is this one of those center points where everybody can kind of agree that this park is important? Is this something that helps the mix, if you will?
Absolutely, because we're very inclusive of everyone. We don't have a criteria for membership, or we don't say because you live in a different area you can't come. So if you have a friend that's at a particular center, or if you have a special interest, and then like we are very inclusive and embrace everyone. So it's not to say to leave someone out, but actually make sure that everybody's participating.
I'll just add, it is, when we say our parks are community parks, they are. If you live in the community, you're welcome in the parks. No questions asked.
Right. You know, are there still rec leagues? I mean, do we still have the organized baseball, if you will, and kind of the entry-level sports and leagues?
There's no question about it. For youth, we have over 26,000 children participating in baseball, and probably a like number in basketball.
Wow. Now, what are the hours? Is this accessible? I mean, I'm assuming daylight, because we all have issues after dark, I know, but this is really like 8 o'clock in the morning?
Many of our community centers open at 8 and they close approximately at 4 because the seniors like to go home early.
Yes.
But the actual center itself then will open in the evening for other type of community meetings, and or if there's a need, the facilities are also available for rental for a community if they should have a special event that they wanted to use the facility.
We need to take a short break. And we'll be back in just a minute to continue our look at the senior citizen centers operated by the Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks. Now please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The Los Angeles Department of Water and Power wants to give you up to 7 free shade trees just for completing a workshop, either online or in your neighborhood. The Trees for a Green LA program offers LADWP residents over 40 different varieties of free shade trees. Trees benefit the environment, save energy, and add beauty. Get your trees by participating in an online workshop by logging on to ladwp.com/trees or call 1-800-GREEN-LA.
As kids, it's really important that we learn the proper way to cross a street. First, you have to stop at the curve, then look both ways to make sure there are no cars. If you see one, wait for it to pass, and when it's clear, you can cross. As kids, sometimes you have to set an example. Look both ways before you cross. Cars can't see you.
Welcome back to Aging in LA. Our topic today, the senior citizen centers operated by the City of Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks. Our guests, John Kirk Mukri, General Manager of the Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks, and the person in charge of the department's senior program, Sofia Pena Cortez. You mentioned during our break safety issues, community welfare during times of stress, for example, a heat wave. The Parks and Recreation Department has a program for this, correct?
That's correct. A few years ago, if you remember, we had a large American city that went through a heat wave, and many seniors on fixed incomes perished. So what we do now is, during heat waves or during cold periods, we open up our senior centers, either make them cooling centers during the summer or heating centers in the wintertime, and we encourage everybody to listen. We advertise it. Come, spend your time with us. Let us spend our money on you now. You deserve it.
Wow. You heard that. Let us spend our money on you. You deserve it. One of the things I love about our parks in Southern California is the ongoing Spanish themes. I love the wonderful sense of this place has been around a long time. And it's got to be a pleasure to be able to add modern facilities to something that is almost hacienda-like in many instances. Do you have people who comment on that to you, that they appreciate the flavor of the park?
Well, I think that more than anything, the flavor are the people. Because the actual facilities, we don't have architecturally but I think it's the flavor of the people that really attract them to the centers. And I think that when you look at the people that do come to the communities, it's because they, I feel that they feel a sense of family, of community, of belonging, and so I think that that is more of an attraction than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I was just thinking, there's no set size for a park, is there? I mean, we have really big ones, and then more neighborhood parks. What's our largest park?
Griffith Park by far is the largest park acreage-wise, but you're right. The city of LA grew up around the automobile.
Yes,
did not
we
grow
did.
up around parks. So we're struggling to add more parkland of all sizes.
Yeah, I suppose that wonderful line, Los Angeles is 27 shopping centers looking for a city. But there we are.
That's correct.
But, now listen, you're going to love this next part of the program. In 1993, the first class in commercial acting for older adults began through the Los Angeles Community Adult School. The training course provides the tools necessary for a commercial acting career. It helps students build self-esteem, self-confidence, and provides a vehicle for self-expression. Casting directors, agents, and production companies visit the classes in search of actors for commercials, features, and television films, and other forms of communication. We recently visited the Claude Pepper Center, where classes take place 3 times a week. The students performed a series of vignettes that showed their love for the city of Los Angeles. Let's watch an edited version of that performance.
Gable, Bogart, Marilyn live, new faces every day.
The Los Angeles Community Adult School Commercial Acting Program presents the 2007 Acting Showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, our LA.
And we've been studying really hard so we can tell you what we love about LA.
Wake me up, LA. Pat me on the back. Kiss me on the cheek. Send me on my way down your avenue of dreams.
Parisian Room, Memory Lane, the California Club, but the most famous of all is the Dunbar Hotel.
For 2 cents more, there was a little black box, and you put the 2 cents in and it says to ensure promptness. And then they shortened it to TIP, tip. The tip was born in a coffee house, and we're still paying it.
Be sure to include the tar pits on your itinerary.
If you want to see the Watchtowers in all of its splendor, it's right here in Los Angeles, South Central.
Los Angeles is the city of my birth, and it is my home, has always been my home, and always will be my home.